So let's get into the definition, or what is peripartum cardiomyopathy, also known as postpartum cardiomyopathy. Uh, PPCM is an uncommon form of heart failure that occurred during the last month of pregnancy or up to 5 months after giving childbirth. Cardiomyopathy means heart muscle disease. PPCM may be difficult to detect because symptoms of heart failure can mimic those of third trimester of pregnancy, such as swelling in your legs and feet and shortness of breath. For me, my experience, I did not experience PPCM during my pregnancy. I was still working at my job at the post office as a letter carrier. I didn't have any shortness of breath. So mine did not occur during pregnancy. For me, mine occurred 3 weeks after I gave birth to my beautiful son. And so that was my experience with postpartum cardiomyopathy. Sorry. Also, I wanted to also give more educational information from the website www.heart.org, which is the American Heart Association website. I did a little bit more in-depth research about PPCM, and pretty much PPCM, as I quote from the American Association website, PPCM is a dilated form of the condition, which means the heart chambers enlarge and the muscle weakens. This causes a decrease in percentage of blood ejected from the left ventricle of the heart with each contraction. That leads to less blood flow, and the heart is no longer able to meet the demands of the body's organs for oxygen, affecting the lungs, liver, and other body systems. Again, this is what I experienced. Like I said, the left side of my heart, it gave out. It was weakened, the muscle, because your heart is a muscle. So the left muscle was weakened. I wasn't able to get proper blood flow through my body, the oxygen blood. So I was experiencing shortness of breath, and also having issues with breathing. My lungs, like I said, I had fluid around them. So this is what I experienced 3 weeks later after giving birth to my son. I also want to quote the American Heart Association website. PPCM is rare in the United States, Canada, and Europe. About 1,000 to 1,300 women develop the condition in the U.S. each year. In some countries, PPCM is much more common and may be related to differences in diet, lifestyle, and other medical conditions or genetics. So, I don't want to say my lifestyle was different. I pretty much led a healthy lifestyle. I didn't drink during my pregnancy. I didn't smoke during my pregnancy. Before I got pregnant, I would drink wine and have a cocktail or something, but I was not, how can you put it, a person who drank all the time. It was a social type drinking. And also, I want to talk about how they diagnose a person, or I should say a woman, because this type of heart failure occurs in women. So basically, the doctors, they diagnose the female when the heart failure develops in the last month of pregnancy or within 5 months of delivery. Okay. Also, when the heart pumping function is reduced with an ejection fraction less than 45%. And they use a echocardiogram to determine this. And the ejection fraction means how much blood the left ventricle pumps out with each contraction. A normal EF can be between 55 and 70. So my EF, ejection fraction, when I finally had decided to go to the hospital, was like 30%. So mine was a very low, and thank God I decided to go when I did go, because it could have ended up worse. You know, I probably wouldn't be sitting here making this video, or be here to see my son grow and be with my family. And I also want to say one more thing. And it says no other cause for heart failure with reduced EF can be found. So, yeah, these are the 3 main ways they can determine how to diagnose postpartum cardiomyopathy. So they don't, it's kind of difficult to say this particular race gets it more or is diagnosed with this particular heart muscle disease, or this particular race of people is more highly to get PPCM. But they did say on the American Heart Association, I quote, initially thought to be more common in women older than 30. Okay, PPCM has since been reported across a wide range of age groups. Risk factors include obesity, history of cardiac disorders, like the inflammation of the heart muscle, use of certain medications, smoking, alcoholism, multiple pregnancies, African American descent, poor nourishment. Now, the only thing I can think of for me, the risk factors for me getting it was probably me being African American descent. I never had multiple pregnancies. This was my first pregnancy. I wasn't obese. I didn't have a history of cardiac disorders. I also was not on any type of medications. I didn't smoke. I didn't experience alcoholism. And poor nourishment, I was in a good, healthy 27-year-old. So, it was just one of those things, like it just happened to me. You know, I was one of those cases or statistics, 1,000 to 1,300 a year of women who experiences this in the United States. So it is treatable. For me, my treatment was getting an LVAD to help with pumping the blood through my body, and to give the left side of my heart a rest, so the machine did a lot of the work. And so for me, I just did not recover. My heart didn't recover. It was too severely damaged. And so that's where the decision came in, you know, to get a heart transplant. And so before my heart transplant surgery, I ended up having the LVAD for a year and some months. And so, yeah. So I just wanted to jump on here and give you guys some information about this particular uncommon, very rare heart muscle disease. I want to also give the websites that you can go read up on postpartum cardiomyopathy. The American Heart Association, www.heart.org. And also it was another one. I'm going to put it in the title so you guys are able to go and visit that website as well. I'm actually going to put both of the websites you guys can go and visit and just read up on it. I want to thank you guys for watching my video. I'm just here to give my experience, share with everybody, especially those who are going through what I've been through and may not feel like they have somebody out there who can relate to what they're feeling. And, you know, this is my experience, and I just want to be a vessel to those who may feel lonely, be an educational vessel to those who just don't know about heart failure. So by the grace of God, I am still here. By the grace of God, I am able to share my testimony. And I just want to thank you all for just watching my video. If you have any questions or comments, please, 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 don't be afraid to comment. Don't be afraid to ask a question. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Anything you guys want to know, want to ask, I'm going to give you my honest response from my perspective and from my experience. Thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed one.